A current affair. They weren't listening, so time for a tune-up. And that's exactly what Sergeant Craig Campbell did. Armed with his baton, the police officer saved two young men who'd been set upon by an angry mob. The scene, a train carriage during the ugly Cronulla riots. That was 20 years ago today. His heroics will not be forgotten.
It was the thinnest of blue lines.
How does it make you feel watching that now?
I did my job.
No regret?
No.
You did what you had to do?
Yeah, I'll do it again. I had a job. My job was to ensure those two young men weren't seriously injured or killed.
There's a lot of anger there, wasn't there?
Yeah.
A lone cop taking on a lynch mob baying for blood. They're images that flashed around the world as rioting broke out at Sydney's Cronulla beach.
I was worried about them getting severely hurt at the minimum. They were throwing bottles at them, they were kicking them and punching them. And I just went in, I went, get off, and they weren't listening, so time for a tune-up. Yeah, well, I'll change your minds.
The angry mob could have so easily turned on him.
Well, then I would have done another tactic.
20 years ago today, then Police Sergeant Craig Campbell put his life on the line.
I had a job to do. My job was protecting innocent members of the public.
Campbell shies away from the limelight, but now, 2 decades on, he wants to share his story. The Sydney beachside suburb was virtually under siege. It became a day of shame. While it began as a protest, the hot weather and booze saw it turn into a race riot.
They were all on the grog and they were carrying cases and that, and this is early in the morning. I turned to the crew they had with me in the cage truck, and I said, well, this is going to turn to shit by midday, boys.
After months of tensions, locals were targeting Middle Eastern youths.
My suggestion is to invite one of the biker gangs to be present in numbers at Cronulla railway station when these Lebanese thugs arrive. It'll be worth the price of admission to watch these cowards scurry back onto the train for the return trip to their lairs.
It put a lot of people in danger, serious danger. They were basically stirring it up, stirring the pot, you know, trying to get reactions, because that's what they thrived off, you know, shock jocks.
The self-admitted old-school copper joined the force in 1988.
I was taught at the academy by an old sergeant that your mouth will get you into or out of 99% of situations.
Campbell had a way with crooks and troublemakers.
You do not lower yourself to their level. You hold yourself above their level. Don't talk down to them, but talk to them like a human being.
He also knew the dangers.
I joined the job knowing that, you know, one day I mightn't go home. I was quite at ease with that. It didn't worry me.
The straight-talking cop saw community policing as crucial.
Yeah, lead by example is what that job is all about. That and integrity and you know, doing the right thing. So, you know, and it felt good to be in the uniform and to assist my community.
2 years before the Cronulla riots, Campbell organised police ATVs to patrol the beach, targeting theft and antisocial behaviour.
And they were very, very successful.
But internal police politics saw the program scrapped. Campbell ended up in charge of the local commuter crime unit.
I liked it. There was a lot of undesirables to play with. I had the highest arrest and charging rate out of everyone. Yeah, I don't play well with criminals.
He had one simple rule for his team.
Do your job, do it properly.
And that's exactly what Campbell did that fateful day at Cronulla. His outstanding bravery witnessed by the world.
He just thought, I haven't got time to wait for backup, and he just went in there by himself.
Then Assistant Commissioner Mark Goodwin was police commander that day.
And in my view, it was the bravest act of the day and something that should be highly, highly commended.
Campbell was recommended for the Commissioner's Commendation for Courage. While the award was recorded on his police file, Campbell never received it, and he's been told it's mysteriously been erased from his file.
But you never received that Commissioner's Commendation?
No, never received it.
He later learned there was even talk of him being charged with excessive use of force.
I had to use what I've been trained to use.
That was his police baton.
And we're taught it's a defensive tool. Okay, now, people say to me, oh, I use it aggressively and blah, 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 blah. Hold on. What's the difference if someone coming at me and I use it defensively and strike them, than people beating up two innocent men
And you're defending them.
and I defend them? I was using it in the defence of those two innocent people. This is what people don't understand, you know? I knew I was within my rights to use it, so I did.
Was it excessive use of force?
No. Two people are alive today and not seriously injured because of what I did. If I pulled my gun out and started shooting people, well, then that would have been excessive, yeah, but that never ever crossed my mind.
Campbell paid a heavy price for his loyalty to the uniform. Depression and chronic post-traumatic stress set in. His marriage collapsed.
I was starting to try to find out what was wrong with me. So, I thought, this is not right. I'm depressed.
2 years after the riots, Craig Campbell walked away.
I was put out medically unfit.
Did Cronulla play a big role in your diagnosis with a psychological issue?
It played a role in it. All of a sudden I'm in the spotlight. People stop me in the streets saying, well done, Sergeant, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And it was just, I don't know, pressure, I suppose.
I see 2 badges on your lapels. They tell me that you're still, in your own way, proud of the cops.
I am. If I could have still been in there, I would still be in there. But, unfortunately, that wasn't to be.
After 20 years, Campbell's decided he no longer wants to talk about that day. It's just too hard.
I'll make this my last hurrah. 20th anniversary, this will be the last interview I'll ever do.
Did it make you ashamed to be an Australian that day?
It didn't sit with the morals I have and what I believe Australia is.
These days he finds solace on his isolated property in northern New South Wales. Now remarried, the 67-year-old lives a simple life, volunteering with the local state emergency service, helping out mates and caring for the couple's 3 Weimaraner dogs.
Were you a hero that day?
Define a hero. I was a man doing a job. I did my job.
He did his job, and Simon Boder is with me. Simon, it has been 2 decades. Why is Craig still waiting to be recognised for what he did that day?
Very good question, Ali. As you rightly said, he did his job. I mean, he's a salt of the earth sort of bloke. He is the copper that most people want to go to if they're in trouble, and he can't do his job. He's still struggling. I mean, depression, post-traumatic stress disorder, that's all played a role. But if he was to be given this commendation, it will make such a difference to him. It might be something small as far as we're concerned, but for him it would mean the world. Now, I've brought the fact that he never received it to the attention of Commissioner Mal Lanyon, the new Police Commissioner in New South Wales. And to be fair to him, he wasn't Commissioner at the time, 20 years ago, so he had no knowledge of it at this moment. But he has ordered that it will be looked into. It may well have been just a simple oversight somewhere in the crossover of paperwork. But as I said, Ali, it would mean the world to this man to be recognised for the bravery that he showed on that day.
And you could see just from your chat there with him, he is a good man who is suffering from what he saw that day.
He still is. You know, not just that. I think there was a few other things in his policing career. He lost a colleague in a motorcycle accident. He tried to give him CPR, and that, I think, played on his mind. He found, you know, dead children, and that played on his mind. But I think just this one step, one courtesy to be shown to him for what we've all witnessed. The world witnessed what happened on that train. If he wasn't there, I just can't imagine how those two young men could have ended up, because it was an angry, irate mob with a mob mentality, and anything could have happened to them.
Well, as you say, it's with the Commissioner now. Let's hope we get this for him. Because
Certainly.
thanks, Simon. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Ali.